Here's your medicine.
I don't want to.
Will you marry me?
It's not you. It's me. Hello and welcome. This week we're going to be talking about not accepting things. We probably hear that a lot when it comes to feelings and emotions, not accepting them. But I actually kind of thought through this a little bit more, and I realized that there are different ways that you can not accept something. You have the more demon state of not accepting, and you have the savior state of not accepting. In the demon state of not accepting, you avoid it, you ignore it. This is not wanting whatever it is to be true. Nope, I'm not going to accept it. It just doesn't exist. So I had a light bulb moment there. So if I were to think about the opposite then, which would be in a savior state, it would be keep going, keep doing whatever it is, keep at it because it does exist. What you're looking for, it exists. Keep going for it. I'm not going to accept no for an answer. Interesting. So David Chan mentioned in a video that when we're looking at saviors versus demons, the saviors are kind of hyper-focused on the optimism of something. So it's going back to like, I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna keep going until I find it because it's there. And then the demons are more in a pessimistic state. It's not looking again. If we look at the entire picture is going to have both positive and negative and neutral and everything in between. The savior non-acceptance, you're only focused on this side of the board and not really considering and accepting that maybe this is what it is. And the same thing on the negative side, you're looking at, oh my gosh, look at all this negative stuff, I need to get out of here. And so those are the two sides, the optimism versus the pessimism, and the not accepting of going in either direction. So both of those are going to lead to harmful attitudes. And so when it comes to demon state, the harmful attitude is ignoring and just basically saying that the negative, the whatever it is that you're trying to avoid cannot exist. Then when it comes to the savior non-accepting, it's never good enough and it's also never satisfied. Maybe it's something you're thinking about, maybe it's something you're doing, maybe it's something you're looking for. Because you're continually looking for, there's a never stopping and accepting. And so the two different ways that you are not accepting is either you're pushing it away or you're just pushing through whatever it is to just keep moving. So if the question was, what is the best way to teach parabolas to 13-year-olds? Then, oh my gosh, here, I just found an answer for you. There, go, take it. But then in a year, I might say, wait, what if there's another way out there? Because things always change. People come up with new ideas. Or maybe there's something that didn't exist before and now it exists. What? I can't just stop there. I can't just say that's it. I have to keep going. I gotta try out this new one and see if that works better. I'm not accepting the one route, the one way to do it. I want to know many different ways. I want to test all these things out. I want to find the best combination. I want to keep moving forward. And it's so silly because it's like I could have just stuck with the route that I had learned first and not gone through all those different iterations and, let's say, wasted time and whatever. But it's like that drive to keep moving forward and not just accepting that one way. What isn't balanced is like once I find a good combination, once I find an answer, then being okay and not wasting more time finding more answers. And so that is where I would say the imbalance is. It's that drive to keep moving forward, to keep going and not being okay with an answer, not being okay with a route. I wanted to think that there was nothing harmful about this kind of way of thinking, this not acceptance, because who would want to say that
you shouldn't look for the best? you should just be okay with mediocre. This right here, just be okay with that.
And I think to myself, no, because it's that what if, it's that drive. And then what happens is it never feels like it's done, for one, and it never feels good enough. So that's kind of harmful. If I think about like, I need to keep working on this because it's just not good enough yet. I need to keep working at it and keep learning and keep growing and keep moving on, then it's never going to be done. I'm feeling like that needs to be a balance too. I'm realizing this, I'm saying this to myself. There is a balance between moving on and sitting on it. So you feel like this kind of acceptance, you're like, okay, fine. I need to deal with it. I need to accept it. But this other kind of acceptance, it's harder to accept not doing that. You should be okay with not moving forward and not pushing through. It's hard to say that because you feel so tied to doing that. It feels like so natural. It's your natural instinct. It's your savior. I've never really thought about this stuff before because it's never really something I've wanted to stop and think about it, because it's so much easier to do what you naturally want to do, and it's so much easier to avoid the things that you naturally want to avoid. But because of where we're at right now, because we're working on this, then this is something that needs to be brought to our attention, my attention. I need to say this to myself. And a long time ago, we talked about the sloth. Why the sloth is our mascot. It's because the sloth is not lazy. He's moving very slowly. He's slowly thinking about something. Not really thinking about it, but that's what we're saying. As he slowly digests his food, we need to slowly digest different things in our life. And so when it comes to these emotions and stuff, we need to stop and think about them. When it comes to whatever kind of realm of our natural our natural what we want to do, we also need to stop and think about that too, because maybe now is the time to just sit on it. Just sit on it for a while and really figure out, do I want to expend the energy, expend the either mental energy, physical energy, whatever kind of energy, in order to do that next thing, to keep moving on? Or should I be okay with what I have right now as far as an answer, as far as where I'm at? I've been really trying to filter everything through stop and think, because if I just keep going back to the same thing, then that's not something I'm used to doing, and I need to take advantage of that. I don't always stop and think. I still keep moving on and pushing away. I'm thankful for these moments with you guys because this is forcing me to stop and think. I don't think I would be doing this as fervently as I'm doing this now if it isn't for you guys and if it isn't for this time that we have together. I have to say that this one was kind of hard to admit. I didn't want to think about some of those things. I mean, I realize with the demon state, like I already realize, yes, I need to work on accepting some of those things, but it's those savior state acceptance that is actually a really tough pill to swallow, because at least now I haven't seen the benefit of not going naturally to my saviors. And I do see the benefit of not avoiding my demons, but now I need to work on the accepting that maybe my saviors aren't always the best answer. I mean, they haven't served me wrong. At least that's what my brain is telling me. It's like, well, they're doing fine. You just keep moving forward. But maybe that's my brain slug that is just telling me to keep doing that. And it's only doing that to nurture itself and not really my whole being and my whole person. Even though it's my natural habit, my natural tendency to do that, it doesn't mean that that is the best way. I need to accept that maybe I need to stop. So in one area, I need to start doing something, and in the other area, I need to stop doing something. So that makes sense. There's the overvaluing of the saviors and the not valuing of the demons. I hope that you have a great week, and I will see you next time. Do you believe that they actually work? Blue blocking glasses. Does it actually help with something?